Water use and pollution. Water is a vital elixir for all human beings. Although it is a renewable resource, the scarcity of quality water is felt in many parts of the world. We need water to grow food, keep clean, generate electricity, control fire. Last but not the least, we need it to stay alive. World ocean water covers about 75% of the surface of the Earth. Therefore, the Earth is called the water planet. Ocean water, saline, and not fit for human consumption. Fresh water is just 2.7% of the total water. Global warming and fluctuating water pollution have made a considerable part of the availability of the fresh water unfit for human consumption. As a result, water is very scarce. Steps need to be taken to conserve water. Water is renewable, but it is overuse and pollution makes it unfit for use. Sewage, industrial use, chemicals, and etc. pollute water with nitrates, metal, and pesticide. Use of water resources. Water resources are used for agricultural, industrial, domestic, recreational, and environmental activities. Majority of the users require fresh water. However, about 97% of water found on Earth is salt water, and only 3% is fresh water. A little over two-thirds of the available fresh water is frozen in glacier and polar ice caps. The remaining fresh water is found mainly as underground water, and a portion of the negligible of its percent on ground in the water. Following is a brief account of how water is used in different sectors. Number 1 is agricultural use. Agricultural account for 69% of all water consumption, basically in agricultural economies like India. Agriculture, therefore, is the largest consumer of Earth's available fresh water. By 2050, the global water demand of agriculture is estimated to increase by further 90% due to irrigational needs. Expanding irrigation needs are likely to put undue pressure on water storage. It is still inconclusive whether further expansion of irrigation as well as additional water from rivers and groundwaters will be possible in the future. Next is industrial use. Water is the lifeblood of the industry. It is used as raw materials coolant, a solvent, a transport agent, as well as source of energy. Manufacturing industry account for a considerable share of the total industry water consumption. Besides, paper and allied products, chemicals, and primary metals are major industrial use of water. Worldwide, the industry accounts of 19% of the total consumption. In industrialized countries, however, industries use more than half of the water available for human use. Next is domestic use. It includes drinking, cleaning, personal hygiene, garden care, cooking, washing of clothes, dishes, vehicles, and etc. Since the end of World War II, there has been a trend of people moving out of the countryside to the ever-expanding cities. This trend has important implications on water sources. Government and communities have had start building large water supply systems to deliver water to new population and industries. Use for hydropower generation. Electricity produced from water is hydropower. Hydropower is the leading renewable source of electricity in the world. It accounts for 16% of the total electricity generation globally. There are many opportunities for hydropower development throughout the world. Today, the leading hydropower generating countries are China, the US, Brazil, Canada, India, and Russia. Use for navigation and recreation. Next is use for navigation and recreation. Navigable waterways are defined as watercourses that had been used for transport and interstate of foreign commerce. Agricultural and commercial goods are moved on water on large scale in a number of regions in the world. Water is also used for recreational purposes such as boating, swimming, and exporting activities. These uses affect the quality of water and pollute it. Highest priority should be given to the public health and drinking water quality while pertaining such activity in the reservoir, lakes, and rivers. Overutilization of surface and groundwater. Water scarcity has become a burning global issue. The UN has held several conventions on water in recent decades. Continuous overutilization of surface and groundwater has led to virtual scarcity of water in the world today. Groundwater is the major source of water in many parts of the world. However, there has been continuous depletion of source due to its overexploitation by rising human population and the rapid rise in industrialization and urbanization in modern times. Consequences of overutilization. Water scarcity now becomes an important topic in international diplomacy. From village to the United Nations, water scarcity is a widely discussed topic in decision making. Nearly 3 billion people in the world suffer from water scarcity. International translate and regional rivalries on water are not new to the world. The ongoing Jordan River conflict, Nile River conflict, the Aral Sea conflict are cases in point. According to World Health Organization sources, a combination of rising global population, economic growth, and climate change means that by 2050, 5 billion or 52% of the world's projected 9.7 billion people will live in areas where fresh water supply is under pressure. Researchers expect about 1 billion more people to be living in areas where water demands exceed surface water supply. Next is climate change. Scientists, environmentalists, and biologists worldwide are now alarmed that climate change can be had an impact on the drainage pattern of hydrological cycle on the earth, thereby severely affecting the surface and groundwater availability. Climate change is believed to rise the global temperature and at increasing pace. Frequent floods and droughts are mostly due to the climate change and global warming. Various environmental organizations world over are viewed to the climate change is a long-term change in weather patterns, either in average weather condition or in the distribution of extreme weather events. Next is, let's talk about the environmental pollution. Environmental pollution, or simply pollution, refers to the undesirable changes occurring in the physical, chemical, and biological composition of natural environment, consisting of air, water, and soil. Pollution also means the presence of harmful pollutants in an environment that makes this environment unhealthy to live. According to National Academy of Science, USA 1966, pollution is defined as undesirable change in physical, chemical, and biological characteristic of water, air, and soil that is harmfully affect human, animals, and plant life, industrial progress, living condition, and cultural asset. Pollution is also viewed as an unfavorable alteration in the sustaining and carrying capacity of the natural environment wholly or largely by the products of human activities. Natural environment has an inbuilt capacity to replenish the losses or reduction of its constitute to restore its sustainable and healthy as required. Every day, every moment, we breathe polluted air and may become a victim of air pollution. It is estimated that an average adult exchanges 15 kilograms of air per day, in comparison to about 1 kilogram of food consumed and 2.5 kilogram of water intake, it is obvious that quantum of pollutants that enter our body through respiration would be manifold in comparison to those taken in through polluted water and contaminated food. So we should always remember to drink responsibly and love